So, what we're going to do now, we'll get you to have a go. So, who wants to go for ladies first? There we go. So
if I do something wrong, do you think these things can be, put in that again? Melt?
It's fine. It's not a problem. I've got 3 tons of it upstairs, so if we waste a little bit, it doesn't matter too much. So, what we're going to do first of all is to warm the mould, so be careful, because it's a heat gun, so just warm that mould briefly. So just, the trigger's on the back there. There we go, look. So just give it a slight warm. Don't get it too hot.
What will it be okay?
All over. That's it, that's it. Slight warm, slight warm. That'll do, you're fine. No problem. It's just to take the edge off it as well and just melt that cocoa butter, so that's fine. Yeah? Right, so now, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right, so however you're comfortable. So, a little bit of chocolate into the mould, that's right. Let's move this out of the way. I'm left-handed, so a little bit more, that's fine. Now, spread it, keep it over the vat. So spread it, hold it with, if I come round here, that's it. So if I hold that, and you can spread it. There you go, so spread it, you're spreading it over the cavities. Try and hold your knife. If I show you what to do, look, watch. Hold your knife like this. Take your palette knife, take the chocolate from there, and go across. We need a little bit more.
Sure
that's it, you've got to make sure. We need a little bit more. There you go. Okay, let's just scrape the edge. Always scrape the tools on the side of the vat. That's it, make sure that it's all in all the cavities. You need a little bit more in these two at the front there. So that's it. Fill them up. They've got to be filled because otherwise you're not going to get that shell. So you still need some more in these front too. There we go. That's it. Hold it 45-degree angle. Put the knife on the side of the machine. There we go. And then take the scraper 45 degrees. That's it. And then scrape that edge on there. Turn that around and do that side now. That's it. A little bit more to this front edge now. And then just hold it flat on that last row. So on the top to the last row. That's it. That's fine. Lovely. That's fine. Great stuff. Now, so then you're going to take the mould in both hands, so one hand at each side, and just give it a few sharp taps, just on that front edge like that. Okay? So alright, it doesn't matter if you touch it.
How do I know when it's...
Because you'll see the air bubbles coming to the surface. Can you see? That's it. Now turn it around so that the back ones come to the front, and then tap it a few more times. There we go.
I can see some small...
That's right. So that's it. Just keep going. That's fine. Brilliant. That's fine. Now, hold it. So put your hand under the mould. Just rest your thumb on the front edge so you've got a good grip of the mould, and then you've got to be brave now. Just flip it over and tap the side of the mould with the scraper, okay? I'm just going to, just before you do that, I'm just going to change my gloves. So, one straight flip over, and then let it start to drain. That's it, that's it. Now tap with one hand, tap the side of the mould with the scraper.
Tap.
With the scraper, you've got to do it with the edge of the scraper. That's it. That's it, that's it. A little bit harder. With the edge, this part. That's it, no. Like this, with the palette knife, watch. But with the edge of the scraper. That's it. That's it, that's fine. And just let it drip, and you'll see, it'll stop.
I'm not enjoying the process, it's heavy. Ah!
Right, that's fine. So now, stop tapping, just flip that over. Now take the scraper and go from there straight up to there. Okay? That's it, fine, that's fine. Now pop that upside down on the glass fibre mat, and then that's it done. So upside down, so that way up, straight over. That's it, that's fine, lovely. Okay, now exactly the same process, but this time less chocolate, because you're only sealing in those cavities. It's important that we seal them all properly. So just put a little bit of chocolate on the mould. That's fine. That's enough. It's fine. And then, no, use the palette knife. There we go. Let's just move that on. There we go. So you clean off the edges because we can get that with the scraper. That'll even all that out when we do it with the big scraper.
Can I use this like this?
Yeah, do the edges. You want the edges done. Keep the edge of the scraper tight against the mould. I'll hold it for you. There we go. Okay. There we go. So then just do this side. That's it. There we go. So we're going to pop those into the fridge now. So they're yours. So pop those in. And that's yours done. So we'll let those set. Now it's your turn. That's it, fine. Okay. Now, are you left-handed or right?
Left-handed.
You're left-handed. Oh, that's good, because so am I. Right. Okay, so palette knife.
Okay.
So when you're working your palette knife over the mould, I'll just show you. So it's important to keep the mould at about the palette knife about 45-degree angle. And once your chocolate's there, you're working the palette knife. You rock the knife backwards and forwards, making sure you fill all the cavities. And then when you come to scrape it off, tight against the mould and that way, and then you just clean it. We're going that way. Okay? Very important to keep the edges clean. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. That's enough. Now, try and keep it away from the spout, and then work the chocolate. Try and keep it over the vat and off your hand if you can. That's it. Now try and keep what you need to do now. Try and get the chocolate off this edge. The first 500 moles are the worst. So that's it. Use your other hand and then try and think. I think we'll try and clean off some of that chocolate now that you've got there. That's it. Just put that palette knife down on the side there, and then take your big scraper, and then you're working. Start at that end and then go across that way. Okay. Got it. That's it, that's fine. So then give it a tap on the side like we were doing before. I'll take the scraper. So give it a tap on the mat over there like we did before to get the air bubbles out. That's fine. Okay, now, so then, bring it back over here. So get it firmly in your hand, so hold it like that. So fingers underneath, grip it with your thumb, flip it over, and then what you're doing is you're tapping it with the side of the scraper like that, okay? So there you go. Got it?
Yep.
And just tip it over. Yeah. There we go. Hold it over the vat, tap the side. That's it, and let's let the chocolate drain out. There we go. Fine. So now flip it back over now. There we go. Now, what you're doing now is to scrape off, using that scraper, all that surplus chocolate, give you a nice clean top. There we go. And then scrape the scraper on the top edge of the spout there. There you go. And just make sure you get the top edge. That's it. Straight down. There you go. A little bit of this corner now. That's fine. Okay. on there, and then upside down onto the mat there. So then, here we go. So here's one ready to fill. So you're going to repeat that process, but this time use very little chocolate now, because all you're doing is filling in that top surface. So I'll warm the mould. There we go. Okay. That's it, that's enough. Palette knife now. Try not to scrape it off, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to scrape it over the chocolate centres first and then scrape it off. That's it. There we go. That's it. And then scrape it off. That's fine. There we go. Then you can use your big scraper again. Clean off your edges, don't forget your edges, because that's what's going to, and the bottom edge particularly, and that back edge that you can't see. It's always the edges that you can't see that cause the problem. And then finally the top edge. That's it, straight across, and then scrape the edge of the scraper on the spout. Take off, that's it, and don't forget to clean the edge again. It's all about working as clean as you can, and then I'd turn that mould around now so that this end is in that hand, and then you can get the other end. That's it. Lovely. That's great. So pop that one in the fridge. You might need to change your gloves, I think. So these ones are your ones, so these ones are yours. You take the mould, and what you're going to do with each hand, you're going to push and pull at the same time. So with that hand, you're going to pull up, and with this hand, you're going to push down. So you twist the mould. So we're almost twisting like that. Can you see?
Just like ice.
That's right. And then, so when you've twisted it, okay, and what I want you to do is turn it over, and you tap that edge. No, don't keep tapping it down. One tap, watch. So move those out of the way. And then we give it one sharp tap with that edge. See what drops out. And then when you see what drops out, you can turn it round and drop those out. And there you have. Those are your chocolates. There you go, so there's your mould. So you can just flex that again. So just like twisting an ice cream mould. That's it. And then turn it over onto the mat. That's it. Give it a tap. That's it. Now see how many drop out, move them out of the way, because otherwise if you keep smashing, you break them all. And there, that's it. Have we got them all out?
One, yeah.
One more.
One is left.
There you go. Perfect. And there's yours. And that's it. And that's it, basically. That's how we make our chocolates. Okay. So there you go. That's it. Easy.